What is up, guys? Hey, welcome back to another video with me, Coach Kyle. It's Monday, and I know sometimes I wait for you guys to jump on, but I want you guys to understand what I'm doing. I am really, this year, trying to put more emphasis on growing my YouTube presence as well as social media. So I'm not going to leverage some of the live aspect benefits because I also want this to serve dual purpose as I transition it over to YouTube as well, right? So I'm gonna have an audience there that isn't going to be able to see comments and not going to be able to interact. So I just wanted you guys to be aware. So I wanted to spend just a couple minutes that I believe could be a couple minutes that could literally redirect the course of your business. And here's why I say that. I was teaching at a brokerage this morning, and not unlike times before, I always run into real estate agents or loan officers that I'm working with that say something like, I don't watch video. Therefore, I don't do video. And so they get into this mindset of, because I don't watch video and I think I'm normal, then no one else watches video, right? And it's always interesting when we have this conversation because the reality is that Facebook gets 1 billion views a day to their video library. And so you are in the minority if you don't watch videos because most people do. What's up, Jared Ty? And so here is what I want us to understand. You do not lack understanding. You do not lack or need another social media class. What you are experiencing is a mindset issue. It's a mindset issue. Why do I have the ability to go live right this second? Why do I have the ability to go live when I'm sweaty after a workout? Why do I have the ability to go live from the front seat of my car, from my back porch, on a Saturday morning with bedhead or a hat on, right? It is because I have conquered this piece of my mindset for this activity. And guys, here's what this means. We all have, right? I'm on my whiteboard today. I might even choose to write something else just for fun. But we all have self-limiting beliefs. We all do. We all have beliefs in our lives that dictate the way the rest of our lives play out. Some of them are silly, right? Some of them may be along the lines of you ate at a certain restaurant, you also happened to get sick that night, therefore you've never been able to eat at that restaurant again. Because every time you do, you think back to when you were sick, right? And it's not even necessarily the restaurant's fault, but in your mind, if you eat that, you will throw up. I had that issue with a sushi restaurant for a long time. I didn't eat there for like 7 years because every time I even heard the name of the restaurant, like it would cause me to feel weird, right? That's a self-limiting belief. Some of you have had a self-limiting belief in regards to certain types of people, right? So when I used to pastor, there were certain people that automatically did not trust me because they had a bad run-in with a pastor years ago. Therefore, anyone deemed pastor was all of a sudden not worthy of my trust, right? A self-limiting belief. This belief, this way of thinking goes directly in correlation to our ability to do videos. And so here's what this looks like. This woman today, her self-limiting belief was, I don't watch videos, so no one else does. That was her belief. And we have to be careful that we don't let those self-limiting beliefs dictate what we do moving forward. And the conversation that I had with her went something like this. I won't use her name. We'll just call her Sue for the sake of this conversation. I said, Sue, let me tell you something. I don't personally love social media. And when I said that, everybody's like, what? Because I am so involved in social media for a living. But what I told them was, guys, I don't love social media. I love the results of what social media offers me in my business. So I fight through the distaste at times to ultimately go and achieve what I want to achieve. It's overcoming that self-limiting belief. And we have to begin to see it that way. If we allow our mindset to stay in that realm of, I don't like video or nobody cares anyway. Guys, people care. Think about it like this. There's a lot of narcissistic people out there that right, like they just post things because they want accolades. They post things to try to feel important, right? Like they're doing it for all those selfish reasons. I am not that person at this point in my life. And I was telling a realtor today that right, it's a mindset shift. I said, I don't share from time to time the food that my wife and I eat when we go on a date because I want people to know what I'm doing. I said, I post the food that I eat from time to time when I'm out on a date with my wife because sadly, people actually care. Should they care is the question. No, they shouldn't, but they do. We live in a world that is nosy. We live in a world that is constantly, right, like you see your neighbor drive by in a nicer car than they were in yesterday, and now you're wondering what has changed that has brought about this new car. We live in a world that's nosy. And so what I've decided, right, my mindset is this. Even though I think it's weird, I'm going to give people what they want, which is a picture of my meal when I'm eating. Right now, you're watching this video going, dude, that's dumb. I hate pictures of people's food. Self-limiting belief right now. You're having a self-limiting belief. You're having this right now because you don't look at pictures of people's food. You assume no one else does, but you are nuts because the two most Instagram things, like two of the most Instagram things on all of Instagram are pizza and sushi. So don't tell me that people don't care about looking at food, right? When two of the most Instagram topics are pizza and sushi, self-limiting belief. We've got to get out of that mindset. So here's what we've got to do. You have to begin to ask yourself this question, right? And I'm going to write it down for us real quick. All right, it's this question. Why do I think this? Why do I think this? All right, so when you come across a moment to decide what you're going to do or not do when it comes to marketing your business, ask yourself, why do I think this? Do I think this because it's a self-limiting belief and maybe I need to open myself up to more? Do I think this because I've actually tried it and it doesn't work? Maybe that's a legit reason to think that. Do I think that because there's a person I watch videos of and everyone makes fun of them, and so you don't want to be that person? So you let fear cripple you from being like somebody that you will never be like because you're better, right? What does this look like for you? When you remove the self-limiting beliefs, your ability to engage people completely changes. Because guys, here's the reality of this, and this is why I'm so passionate about it. This video right here, right? This needs to be its own topic at some point. But I want you to understand something really fast. Let me get a marker. Check this out. One video, right? I spent 10 minutes doing a Facebook Live video. So check this out. It lives on Facebook forever. I can download it and put it on YouTube. Okay? Right? I hope you're tracking with me. Facebook forever. I can download it and put it on YouTube. And if I need to do this, I go to fbdown.net. Right? Then I can extract the audio file and I can turn that into a podcast. Right? And again, there's men and women that say you shouldn't do that and you should do that, right? But again, I just want you to see the options. I can also then I can go and pull the audio, and now I can go and I might be able to come up with 3 or 4 blogs from the audio turned into words on a page, right? Guys, when we get out of our own way, right, the real problem is the self-limiting beliefs that we possess. When we get out of our own way and we begin to ask ourselves, why do I think this? And we get down to the heart of the matter. The reality is that somewhere along the lines, we have allowed fear, right, to dictate our decisions. We've allowed fear to dictate our decisions, and we've allowed that fear to keep us from monopolizing not monopolizing, but monetizing our ability to be on camera in front of people. And when we get out of our own way and we realize that one Facebook Live video, right? If you just find courage for 5 minutes, it lives on Facebook forever. You can start your YouTube channel where you'll attract a new audience of people. You can turn the audio into a podcast, and then you can take the audio, transcribe it, and now you have copy for blogs, for long form, right? For web copy, whatever you need. It all starts with good video. So get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. You are your worst enemy. And watch what happens. If I can do anything for you, let me know. I'm Coach Kyle Draper on Facebook and Instagram. And you can email me at kyle@kyledraper.com. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. And I will talk to you soon. See ya.